everybody, Jason back again, and today we're going to be doing another video about Amiibo. So this time we're actually going to be talking about the Splatoon Amiibos. So recently some new Amiibos came out, and we'll go over those in just a little bit. But first, I just wanted to make sure that I pointed out the fact that there have been some Splatoon Amiibos already released. They released 3 of them. It was the boy Inkling, the girl Inkling, and then also the Squid Inkling, which was only available in the 3-pack. First off, let me just say this: like the design of these is actually like really cool, and I really like them. I don't know, I just like the I like the use of bright color. I like the fact that they actually have like these little ink tanks that are clear, and I don't know, they're very neat characters, and there's lots of detail to them. One of the reasons why I really actually like the Amiibo line of collectible figurines, because they're actually quite neat. I mean, even this one, the way that it uses like the ink splatter as the little I guess you could call it like a, because some of the Amiibo they have, I would say, support beams would be the best way to describe it, but basically they use the ink splatter in this to actually hold it up rather than use like some really weird, odd, like clear piece of plastic instead. But anyway, so those were the original ones that came out alongside the release of the game, and of course, I mean, basically using the Inklings in the game, I believe it was, what is it? Let me see. Yeah, it was gear. And then, so you would get Amiibo challenges, and it would unlock more gear for your game. You'll have to excuse the fact that I'm not readily able to actually get this information out of my brain. I never really played too much of it. I played enough of Splatoon to know that it was a lot of fun, but I don't know, it just didn't have holding power. Again, the only reason why I have these is more just to bolster my collection, because I like collecting these things. They're super cool. But anyway, so just recently 2 more packs of Amiibos for Splatoon came out, and again it was the Amiibo girl Squid and boy Inkling. Now you'll probably be able to notice like right away that they are an exact like reskin of the existing girl, boy, and like Squid. Let me get these out of the box real quick. So yeah, they're an exact reskin. There's absolutely nothing different other than the actual color that they come in, which is a little bit disappointing, because I mean, I'm sure that there's different poses that they could put these characters in other than, hey, we're here. And it's like, they didn't even, like, from what I can tell, they didn't even change, sorry, I'll put it more in camera view. They didn't change anything. I mean, the design on the kid's shoes is exactly the same, it's just a different color. Even the scrunchie in the hair is exactly the same color. The level of ink in the ink capsule is exactly the same too. They added a little logo to the gun on that side. Hopefully you can see that clearly. But yeah, they added a little logo right here to the ink capsule on the gun. But other than that, I mean, there's not really any difference. His eyes have a different iris color, but again, that's not much of a difference there either. And I think that they painted in the line on the boy Inkling's mouth, just because of the darker skin complexion. They made it so that it actually stood out just a little bit more. And then when you actually get to the girl Inkling, this time green instead of orange. Sorry, I was looking at the ink splatter trying to see if there was any difference there. And even like the speckle on the tentacles is exactly the same. I don't know, it's like, it seems a little bit lazy, but at the same time, I don't really know why they even released another set of these Inklings. Because, I mean, I assume that there's more gear and stuff that they can unlock, and I wonder if they actually recognize as different objects. Then, of course, you have the Squid Inkling, which is definitely my favorite. I quite like it. I actually really like this orange one. Orange is quickly becoming like one of my favorite colors. But it's definitely interesting, but, definitely kind of lazy. So let's look at the other one. And these ones are actually the ones that I was more excited about. And so this is Callie and Marie, the little, you know, hosts of the news updates that you see on the actual game. And these ones were super cool. Gotta stay fresh. But anyway, let me get these out of the package here. I just like their design. They look like it looks like they're doing a pose from like Michael Jackson's Thriller. Oh, of course, these, and it's odd. Like you see like these little silver pieces that they have in the bottom of the container. It's like they can't decide whether they want to do the silver cardboard or if they want to put like the silver sticker in there to make it so that you can't read them from inside the package, because that wouldn't be useful. But but anyway, here we have Callie. So she's got a little bit of translucency in her hair tentacles here, and that's really kind of cool. And again, like what I was talking about with the those clear support beams that they put on some of the other amiibo. This is replaced by the actual little ink splot. And I actually really like that look. It's more natural, and I think it actually fits the character better. And honestly, I kind of wish that they could do more things like this in future amiibo characters, just because I don't know, it just seems more natural. Like if they were to use some sort of explosion or water, or like say that Donkey Kong needed a support, they could use bananas or something like that. It seems like such a little thing, but it could I hate to say immersive or immersion, but it could actually just increase the level of detail and make it a little bit more believable as an actual figure. So here's Marie, and she's got like a little short hairdo. Her tentacles are tied up in a little bow. I like how they have like a little piece of what I imagine is sushi attached to their head, and I love their poses. They're absolutely great. All right, so Callie and Marie. Very cool. So that brings the total of amiibo available for Splatoon up to, what is it, 8? And it kind of sucks, like some people weren't actually able to pick up like this green one just because in England there was like a robbery and somebody like hijacked a truck of amiibos heading to stores, and so there goes like an entire batch of shipments just done and they're not going to replace them. And that and the fact that they were only sold in like the actual three pack, you couldn't actually get it separately. So it's a little bit disappointing, but I mean, I don't know, it's like, it is cool, but in the end, it's like, are they actually worth it for the game? They never got me into it. I mean, basically, I only use these for Mario Maker, so I don't know, it's just, they're cool amiibo, and I'm happy to have them in my collection, but again, like, they're not really what I would consider useful. I'd say that if you were going to get gear, you're going to get gear through playing the game, leveling up, and then just buying it through the stores. But I don't know, that's about it. Did you pick these up? I mean, are you in love with Callie and Marie, just like I am? Alright, but anyway, we'll see you guys later. Bye! In filming this one, I did notice something a little bit, it was almost imperceptible. The new boy Inkling is, like, I don't know if he's taller or if he's angled a little bit differently. And I'll try to include a picture of this after the end of the video just to show you, but I placed them basically side by side as level as I could, and while their poses are exactly the same, I don't know if you can tell from this shot, but the purple Inkling right here, yeah, like the tip of the gun is raised a little bit higher. His face is facing just a little bit more straight forward than angled down, but very interesting. So yeah, I'll take a picture and I'll post that at the end. I didn't even notice that. It took a little bit of time. Also, in the closer inspection of the amiibos, just to point out, there was absolutely no difference between the girl Inkling's design, as far as I could tell. I mean, even like that imperceptible, like height or pose difference that I found in the boy Inkling upon closer inspection. I couldn't find here. They seem to be exactly the same height. They're looking the same direction, tentacles, pose exactly the same way. I mean, basically the only difference is the fact that they have different colors. One of them has the little logo, which I guess is a bow. I think. I don't know. It could be something else completely different related to the game that I'm not like fully aware of. And then like the clothes that they're wearing. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out because I don't want you to think that I didn't take focus on the girl amiibos, just on the boy ones, because it was a little bit more noticeable. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye. I'm being quiet because, you know, Link doesn't talk. But always pretend that I'm lying now. But I don't think it'll quite work the same way.